Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for KonoSuba Season 3, almost said Season 1, Season 3, Episode 10. This is the penultimate episode. Real quick, I am coming off of a cold, so every now and then I do get stuffy. You may hear it in my voice still. I'm, almost over it, but for some reason when I record and I talk a lot, I think it's because, when I'm talking, I'm breathing through my mouth rather than my nose, and, my nose gets worse, so... I'll do my best not to sniffle through the video. That's that. Also, for those of you watching on YouTube, the poll is most likely over at this point, but you can check just to make sure. I'll put the link in the description just in case. For those of you watching on my Patreon, you still have time. You'll have time for this episode and the next one for the patrons that get it early. So, check that out and vote for the next show that replaces this if you're interested. Currently, it is at a tie, so I'm hoping someone breaks that tie. This happens quite often because I don't get a lot of votes, so it's fine. But I've had several tiebreakers. Sometimes I will save the I'll pick one and then I'll save the other one that was a tie and pick that for my next show as whenever a new slot opens or whatnot, but either way, here nor there. Vote if you are still able to. Thank you so much. Last episode was a hilarious one. We had a lot of dealing with Darkness leaving the group, going after her. Amazing part with Kazuma breaking in the mansion and using her voice to just wreak havoc in the mansion, and then a wholesome moment with the dad just being like, take her away, she shouldn't have to deal with this. But he also kind of used a little bit of that, I'm old, I'll just have to deal with it, pity me kind of, attitude, a little bit. I don't know if it meant to come off like that, but it came off a little bit to me. So, let's see what this debt is, or, obviously Kazuma speculates it's not a debt, it's something else, but to Alderp, let's get our Crusader back and be happy because I'm sad while she's gone. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah. Damn it, Kazuma. What are those that he's making? It's one of his other, inventions from our world, right? It's not supposed to be, bubble wrap, is it? Oh, it is. Wow, okay. No! No! What a cut to the opening. That's so mean. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Alright. This is just such a fun show to sit down and watch, where I don't have to worry about, major... obviously it has a story, but I don't have to worry too much about, major developments. I'm fairly certain we're gonna get the status quo back with Darkness back, even though I'm very worried about it, but I don't think there's any chance she goes anywhere. But, But I was just thinking about how the show's almost over, and I'm kind of sad because it's just fun to sit down and have a few laughs for an episode of a show each week. Oh. It's from the father. Oh, this is just Megumin sending a trap. She put in a bomb threat. Creepy, what are they doing? Oh my god. They're just hucking money at her. Why were they like hyperventilating? A few more days, damn it. Oh, did she do an explosion herself? Or is she just... Oh, manipulation. She saying that just to manipulate him. Oh man. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, Kazuma made his attempt. No, there it is. Hmm. Somehow there's no evidence. Was it his divine treasure that somehow kept him with no evidence, maybe? I don't know. You have a slight connection with the princess. Hmm. Is it enough? Man, I guess maybe getting darkness back is the rest of the season. Unless we speedrun the rest of this, but... Oh, veneer. It feels like this is all build up to the wedding, and then next episode... That debt creation engine. What? No. Put it on her father, and her father dies during the wedding and makes an explosion. Oh, an apple cutter, nice. Jenga. Jeez. Oh. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Those are some very good questions. Well, to be fair, he's only replied with the questions. He hasn't answered them. Oh, well. Jesus. Oh. Well, maybe we can get all the answers from him? Oh. She's breaking the fourth wall. Poor Butler, what happened to him? Oh. Hmm. Okay. Oh. They've been giving out their money to support people from, like, all their battles. Damn. Damn. Let's go kill that man. Hmm. Oh no. All of it? Everything they have? Well, damn. Not supposed to see the bride before the wedding. What a good man. Good guy. No. Saying at the end too, like almost like it's our last smile. No, we're gonna fix this. And then they're gonna be poor again. As usual. we had a good like season and a half or so of them being wealthy. Uh-oh. Priest or priestess? That's right, it's a priest. Was that a fake voice, maybe? Maybe not. It's gonna go all the way up to this point. The guy from the bar came. Oh, a bunch of people wanted to go. Oh, okay, that was the butler. I wonder what the butler wanted. He came to talk to them and then just left. Well, how are we gonna sabotage this in the most spectacular way possible? Is it gonna end before we get to see it, too? Going to town on that organ. Who is this? Is that Aqua? Oh! Run away! Damn! Alright. I will say for the humor-wise, that one was on a little bit of the slower side. It was a lot of the story development needed. It was a lot more getting down to, like, the serious nitty-gritty of, like, okay, like, Kazuma, we either need to save her or we're not, you know? A lot of, Megumin kind of begging to him and stuff like that, but we had some good laughs and everything, too, but yeah, it was a lot of build up for the wedding. Not my favorite episode, but I did enjoy it. It's definitely covered a lot of like the story portion, and it got us up like right up to the point, and now like all kinds of antics can happen next episode and deal with this situation. But we also learned a kind of big point as to what happened to the Dustiness family, and basically all of their adventures early on that had this backlash they've been supporting them. The flood that it looked like, I can't remember it quite as well, but it looks like it was caused by Aqua. Their family gave them relief, which took a lot of their assets. And then when the farmers from the Walking Fortress had their problems, they borrowed money to deal with it. Alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 10, and then we will read this shorter letter here. Dear Devil King, we, all of us, are going to take our wonderful lives here on the banks of the River Styx and endeavor to continue living them to the fullest. We swear. Teehee, look forward to it. I wonder if that's the last one, because it's like all of them. Huh. Alright. And next episode is called These Unchanging Days, so we're gonna get her back. They're probably gonna be poor again. And then they're gonna need to do missions for more money again. Yeah. No, that was really good. Like learning that the group has been having a lot of their expenses over the missions. There was that one time where they only had to pay back a portion of it. I do vaguely remember that once it was recapped. And that was because the Dustiness family paid the rest, and basically by putting themselves in debt to Alderp to be able to support those farmers, they put themselves in this position, a debt that they were unable to repay, and that's where Darkness had to give herself up for it. So, but it seems like all of their assets plus that bag of money right there was what it was going to take. So I wonder if they will even have a home. Will they still have that mansion? Like, I don't know how, were they like leasing that mansion or did they outright buy it? I don't know how like the economy works in this world. Do they have like, I imagine they have taxes they eventually have to pay on it, so maybe they can make more money before tax season or whatnot, but or are they just leasing it where they're gonna have to give it up because they can't pay rent? I don't know. So, but we kind of learned that Alderp is like a womanizer. He gets with a woman, is with her for a little bit of time until he gets bored, and then just gives her some money, tosses her to the side, and somehow there's like no evidence of what he does and stuff like that. So I wonder what he's doing to get by. Like, I mean, maybe I'm stereotyping a little bit, but he doesn't seem like he's the smartest guy, right? So I guess I'm just curious how he's managing to slip past the law, unless he's just bribing the law in the town. But yeah, it was kind of like a heartwarming episode, seeing all the people care in their own way. Megamine sending a bomb threat, essentially threatening to blow up the wedding with explosion, and then we had Aqua, who's trying to just like essentially just camp outside of her house until she comes down and baits her out. So. And then Kazuma, obviously, sitting there probably the whole time making those things while thinking about how he can save her, even though last time he saw her, he said, you know, I'm not going to help you unless you come to me. So, but then he ended up doing it. I think it'll be interesting. Once again, I mean, even, what's his face? Oh, geez, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me, sorry about that. Even Veneer was saying that he had more secret ideas, so he could just come up with more ideas and sell those for big bags of money, maybe. Something along those lines, we'll see. Or they'll just go on more missions. They're starting to get a little stronger as adventurers. There seems to be less backlash, like even this mission with the Hydra. Like, yes, a lot of the town helped, but I don't think there was too much, like, damage that could be brought back to them as having to pay. So, hopefully they can try to do more missions without collateral damage, and and all that. I wanted to get a good look at some of the earlier stuff on the table because I didn't really know what I was looking at until I saw the apple cutter. So I'm trying to get back. I'm just about there when he first... Oh, an apple peeler. Okay. Is that what's all the way on the left? Okay, yeah. It was just the... Okay, yeah. Apple peeler, an apple cutter, and then the... I just used an apple cutter the other night. Those things are so good, man. I would not be able to live without one. I actually went for a time where I would only eat apples by just biting into them normally, because I didn't have an apple cutter and I refused to try to cut an apple with a knife. I don't even really know how you cut an apple with a knife at this point. Like, I'm sure I could figure it out if I really needed to, but I feel like I would lose so much of the apple. But yeah, and then Jenga, it just looks like. It's not the typical, like, normal brown look, but it's, it pretty much just looks like Jenga, so. Fun stuff. It's crazy that, I mean, those inventions are pretty damn useful. Like, at least the peeler and the apple cutter are useful, but a game can have its value, too. For how much debt it seems like... Maybe it's because the idea is just bring in money, or maybe he himself is loaded. But for how much debt... Oh, what's her name? Damn. The lady that runs the shop. I can't think of her name right now. But for how much debt she gets herself into, it's crazy that Veneer still has this much money to give up. But it could be his personal assets, or maybe Cosmo's products really just do make that much money. But anyway... Yeah, I don't really have much more to say about this episode. I liked the sentiments. I really wonder what the butler came in to say. It's almost like the butler, like, I almost wonder if the butler was gonna say all the stuff that Veneer said, right? And inform Kazuma all of it, but it was like a video game choice where you're like, no, I want the information from the demon, and then the other guy just walks away, right? I really wonder what that was or whatnot. Will we find out, or is that just gonna be... I don't know. I didn't read anything wrong there, right? Like, he kind of just walked in... preparing for the guest, right? She says, I was seeing to our guest. What guest? The butler. If you're preoccupied, I can excuse myself. And then he just leaves. Yeah, okay, I didn't miss anything. And then Veneer comes back. So it's almost like Veneer like came back and just like took over that scene or whatnot. But yeah, I wonder what the butler wanted. I wonder what that was all about. But anyway, I wonder if we're gonna deal with like if they are spending all of their assets to pay off that debt. At the end there, when they rampaged the wedding, they said they're making an enemy out of someone this powerful. If there's no debt anymore, will he still be an enemy? I guess he will still be mad because he's wanted darkness for so long. So I guess there is a chance he still will be mad. I wonder if we'll be able to resolve that anger next episode, or if it'll be like, oh, next season, you know, we'll see Alderp again and he'll be mad at us and trying to like get to us or something like that. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I don't really have anything else, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. I was a little quiet during it. Like I said, it wasn't my most favorite episode. There were a few good laughs there, and there was some good, you know, I like the group caring about each other and trying to save darkness no matter what, and the information was huge leading back to the very beginning of the show of all the things they've done up until now and how it's hindered the Dustiness family and all that. So it's certainly interesting to learn all that. So I did like the episode for its information dump and all that, but I wanted more. I want darkness back. I want our goofy people just going on adventures and killing things and stuff like that. That's what I truly love in this show. So yeah, that's going to be it. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see 2 more episodes ahead. You can technically see the last episode and whatever show has replaced this, so check that out. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.